But Dave, let's talk about Yordan Alvarez, who's just the unbelievable hitter for the Houston Astros. He just got another hit. He led off the inning, the fourth, and got a hit. Rob G, you're going to jump in and just give us his stats on what he's doing, and then I got a point I'm going to make to you, Dave, and I want to hear what you say. Go ahead, Rob G.
Yeah, so including tonight, and these numbers are going to go up if he keeps playing the way he's playing.
Right.
He's batting .500 in the series with 4 home runs and 20 total bases across now, 3 1/3 games.
Right.
Which inspired Mr. October himself, Reggie Jackson.
Who is Mr. October.
Who is,
right?
Yes, he's currently a special advisor to the Astros, to call Alvarez, quote, my twin, because they both come up big in the postseason. They both went number 44, and they are just absolutely dominant in October.
And somebody just hit a home run for
Abreu.
Who was that?
Abreu.
Dude, this guy couldn't hit a home run to start. What? This is his 3rd home runs in the series, right?
Again, Rob.
The
lights are brighter. This is playoff baseball.
Crazy.
Guys turn up their focus. Rob, there's more on the line. You're talking about, one of the things you're saying is, why do they pitch to Yordan Alvarez? Why do they pitch to him?
Well, yeah.
Well, you can't pitch around everybody.
Okay, but let's do this, Dave. I hear
talk
you.
To him. No,
Okay.
you don't hear me.
I do hear you, but I'm going to ask you about Alvarez because I get it. This is 3rd home run for Abreu. I get it. I just he went through one stretch where he couldn't buy a home run. He got 3 now. Okay, 3 in 3.5 games. But here's my point. If Alvarez is killing you, all right, why can't you just walk the guy? I'm not going to give you anything to hit, or I'm just going to put you on. I'm not even going to chance throwing a bad ball and having you hit it the other way or do something with it to hurt me.
Okay.
And if somebody else knocks him in off the base, I'm gonna have to live with that. But I can't keep pitching to this guy who's killing me. Is there something wrong with that philosophy of baseball?
Okay, so Rob, before every series, we have meetings. We go over how we're going to pitch guys on the other team. I remember back in the day when it was Tony
you're involved, even as an outfielder.
Okay. I remember when we used to go over to Padres and they go over Tony Gwynn, and they would say, just throw it down the middle and hopefully he'll confuse himself. He won't know if he should pull it or hit it the other way. So we go over these meetings. However they've decided to pitch Alvarez is not working, obviously, right? So you guys have to look at the tapes and say, listen, we're going to totally change the way we pitch him. So what I would do at Alvarez, Rob, is I would just pound him inside and try to get him to start chasing. And if he doesn't chase, then I'll walk him. I'll go hard in, soft away. And if I don't get him to chase, then I'll put him on.
Okay,
but here's the problem,
how about just
though.
putting him on and stop playing?
No, because you can't. Nobody's that good. No pitcher can just say, "I'm just going." He's not Barry Bonds.
No, I get it.
So you're not going to just put him on. He can be pitched to, Rob.
I remember this.
Too,
okay,
Rob.
let me tell you this story.
He has holes.
I remember
Rob, he has holes.
I know everybody does because we know how hard it is. In baseball, holes. You could be great and you fail 7 out of 10 times. So I'm not trying to say.
Yeah.
I get that. I know it's hard to hit. It's the hardest thing to do in sports. Would you agree with that? Hit a baseball?
No doubt.
I just think because you don't know what's coming, the speed, a whole 9 yards. But I can remember the World Series when the Tigers played the Cardinals. And I remember, what was that, 2006. And I remember Jim Leland, the Tigers manager, saying, Albert's not going to hurt us. It's not going to happen. I don't care. If fans get mad, I'm going to walk them, whatever. First inning of game 1 of the World's first inning. Man on first base open, man on second, 2 outs, first base open. What does he do? They pitch to Albert Pujols. I'm not Dave. 2-run home run.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now, that's crazy to me, all right?
That was stupid, specifically with that player, because
you can't do that.
Guy, you got first base open. It's going to take 2 hits to score him.
Right.
He's not scoring on a double in the gap.
And
it takes 2 hits to score him. So that's a stupid baseball play there.
And he got it hurt him. 2-run home run. They lose game 1, and they wound up losing that World Series. But here's my point. Could you not, if I say I'm going to not pitch to Alvarez at all, take first base.
Okay.
I don't care what the scenario is.
Okay.
We've seen Bonds walk with the bases loaded. Right? That hasn't happened many times.
Greatest player ever.
Right? Yeah.
Of my time.
No,
that's not Alvarez.
I'm with you. I get it. But in this case, if I'm the Twins, if I just say I'm going to let somebody else, this guy's so hot, he's crushing us, would you be mad if you're a player or you're a pitcher and your instructions are just to give him first base and you can't compete against him?
We're not going to just give him first base unless it's open. If first base is open and he has a chance to hurt us, then I'll give you first base. But if first base is occupied, I'm going to mess around the strike zone with you. I'm going to pitch you in hard, try to get that. If I can get Alvarez to start opening up that front shoulder just a little bit, now I got him away. Right now, they've allowed Alvarez to be comfortable. He doesn't have to move his feet. They don't pound him inside. They don't throw him up by the chest area. They let him just lock in the strike zone, which is the worst thing Minnesota can do, Rob. But if you don't pitch to him, look what you got coming behind him. Tucker, was it Tucker? Yeah, you got Kyle Tucker behind him, 29 homers, 112 RBIs this year.
I understand there's other guy.
And then you got Abreu coming behind him. And then the guy looks like me, Brantley, after him. So again, you can't.
But Tucker's 167 in this series, Dave. I know what he's done during the year. I get that.
It. But that does not mean he's not a hell of a hitter. Just
I agree. He's scuffling right now.
Hits.
Right, he's scuffling.
And
but
sometimes Rob, you could be hitting 167, right? But again, it only takes one at bat to change the complexion of a ball game. Just like you yourself just told me about Abreu, how he couldn't do nothing at
all year, couldn't hit any home runs.
That has literally nothing to do with right now, does it? You see, so Tucker at any minute could come out of it. He's that type of player. Abreu is starting to be on fire right now, and Alvarez is balling. But then in front of Alvarez, he's got Bregman, who is in front of him, who gets on base, a great hitter himself. He's positioned perfectly in the lineup where he is that when, because of Bregman and Altuve always on base, he gets a lot of good pitches to hit.
Rob G, give us the hitters for the Astros, because, guys are hitting.
Yeah,
Altuve's hitting 267.
This is hurting your case here, Rob, because I'm looking at the numbers here. Dave is killing you right now. 5 of the 9 normal hitters in their lineup for the Astros are hitting over 286.
Which is fine. I just don't want a guy hitting 500 who's hitting leaving the yard.
Well, 4 of them are hitting over 333 coming into tonight.
You can't, Rob. You can.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Look,
I get what you're saying.
I got Fred McGriff and David Justice, right? Well, we're not going to let both of them beat us. Fred hits 4th, I hit 5th. If they get Fred out, they can pitch around me.
Right.
Right? Right?
Right.
Only that one of us, right? So, but they don't just put you on base. They mess with you. They throw you balls just off the plate.
But we've seen Bonds. We've seen Bonds get.
There you go again.
I know. I know. I'm not saying
player of my time.
I know. It's not the same. Yeah.
Stop using the anomaly. Stop it, Rob.
But let me ask you this as from a fan perspective, and this is what we want to ask 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. If you're a fan of the game and you want your team to win, and they just decide to walk a player, are you mad because you're not seeing the matchups that you want to see or seeing this great player hit? Or is it just about winning? And I don't care by hook or by crook. And if they don't pitch to Alvarez at all, I don't care. I don't care if our big closer strikes him out with the bases loaded in the ninth. I don't care. I would rather walk him, bring in a run, and strike out the next guy.
Hey, Rob, the fans want the team to win. It's all about strategy. Our strategy is not to let the best player on the other team beat us. If that's my strategy, your fans are right along with you.
So they're cool. They're cool with that. They're not
your own fans, absolutely.
But they're not. But are we cheating baseball fans who are watching, wanting to see matchups?
Only people you cheating is the other team, the other team's fans, because they want you to pitch to their guy.
Right.
But your fans understand clearly why we're not pitching to him, because we're trying to win.
But you just said it like Alvarez ain't all that. He got holes. Why can't we get him out? Why can't we come up with a plan to get him out?
I gave you the plan. The plan is
if
I can get ahead, strike one, and then I'm all around the strikes. I'm changing eye levels. I'm up and in. I'm down and away. I'm back up and in. I want to get Alvarez's eyes moving around the strike zone, Rob. If I can get his eyes moving around, and if I can get his eyes looking inside, I got him. Once I get him looking inside, I got him.
Is it easier to hit now, Dave, because there ain't no worry about guys throwing at you, close to you? Yes. I mean, am I right? Like you could
100% is
you could
easier
get
now.
Right when you were playing.
No fear. You had fear.
You had fear. They got like this dude is like might hit me.
It's
like,
part of the game.
Am I right?
You can get hit and won't be a warning.
Right.
They just hit you and just go on to first. There's no warnings.
Right.
And also the one thing about today's game is I think the umpires are better than when I played. They're more consistent. And when you see that little box and that square on the screen,
it's usually pretty good.
And it's pretty good. They do a really good job.
And nobody's perfect. I don't want the umpire.
No.
I don't want robot umpires. I'm cool with the umpires.
And not me. I'll
right?
take a robot. Absolutely.
Right.
I'll take a robot because I want to get it right. I want to get it right.
But nothing is right. Everything's
listen,
right?
Rob, listen to me. I want to get it right. We go to spring training every year with one goal, which is to win a championship. We're going to work hard to put ourselves in position. And you know championships mean something. Jordan runs around with 6 fingers up, right? Because championships mean something. And if you're telling me that because of Eric Gregg behind home plate, all right, rest in peace, and I love Eric Gregg.
That's right, the late Eric Gregg.
And I loved Eric Gregg. But he had a moment in 97 in that Marlins and Braves series when Livan Hernandez struck out maybe 11, that he was literally blind that day.
Yeah, I don't know. That was the worst umpire I've ever seen.
And what happened? The Braves went home. Florida went on to beat Cleveland, which is the team I was on.
Right.
But so Florida Marlins were champions that year. Don't tell me it doesn't matter. I want you to get it right.
All right, but here's my other pushback is that you watch this because you've seen the NFL. And let's be honest. They have instant replay and all that, and they still get it wrong.
The NFL's hard. That play is moving fast.
But am I right or wrong? Do they not get it wrong? I
watch a lot of football, and I'm staring, looking at TV too. Like I don't know if he caught that. I don't know. We've had times like that in NFL. That is true, but baseball's different. It's a home plate, Rob. You can literally see a box. You can literally.
No, I get it. I don't want to.
I want to get it right.
I don't want to live in a robot world. I want to live with
in a
people
world where we get it right.
All right.